Hey everybody, Grayson from PokeProfit. Another day, another Pokemon market boom. So we're going to be taking a look at the investments that are continuing to run, and also we're going to be talking about one of these investments that I'm still buying to this day, and I'm very bullish on that set. So we'll discuss that towards the end of the video. Starting off, Paldea evolved these booster boxes back up to around 440 on TCG Player. However, recent sales were actually pushing like 450 fairly consistently now. So all intents and purposes, we'll call it a $450 box. I think on eBay, there might be a couple stragglers, but for the most part, it's in this range now. The interesting thing about Paldea Evolved, in my opinion, a lot of the singles are actually starting to move again. So the Magikarp, this is one most people know about. It was in the 250 range. We're now up over $300 USD at this point. You can see here, the current offer is $446.02. There was a sale yesterday, I believe, $449.99, which seems a little bit like an outlier sale, but maybe it was very well centered. $325, most recent sale, and that's, I'd say, more in line with current market price. Outside the Magikarp, though, the Raichu, this is up to around $81 now on TCG Player. Recent sales are in this range. I mean, you have one lower one here, 55.94. You have another one here at 97.98. So I would call it an average of 70, 80 bucks. And it's interesting too, because when you look at a set like Paldea Evolved, the Tyranitar, the Raichu, the Iono, the Mousehold, the Baxcalibur, which I don't even know if it's on the first page anymore, as ridiculous as that is. Baxcalibur is over here, 23 bucks. I see that. There have been a lot of cards that have pushed $60, $65 from Paldea Evolved at one time or another, but for the most part, the Raichu and Tyranitar have been in the $50 to $60 range for a very long period of time. So I don't know if the Raichu is going to be able to sustain this $80 floor. So we'll see what happens over the next few months, but for now, it's making a move 65% over the past 90 days or so. The Fuecoco is another card I highlighted here. This one's up around 45% over the past 90 days, sitting around $38. And it's interesting too, because I've had a few people comment over the past 14 days, 21 days, talking about how Gen 9 starters are in this set. So you have the Fuecoco, you have Sprigatito, and then you also have, I believe, Quaxley, which is on the second page. It's really not that expensive of a card, but you have the whole generation lines as well in illustration rare or special illustration rare form, which I do think adds a lot of value to a set like Paldea Evolved. And this is something we talked about way back in middle of 2024 when these boxes were like $90, $100. It was a great buy at that time. Super deep set, like nothing crazy up top outside the Magikarp, but it does have all these great illustrations and special illustration rare cards. That is something I think a lot of people will want to try and chase in the future. Now, is it going to be Deaths and Rivals level expensive? Probably not, but could this end up being the second best booster box from the SV era? I think so, right? It's going to be competing with Surging, Twilight, so it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely up there. A lot of people like this set. Older, rotating out this April. Everybody knows that discussion. So Paldea Evolved on the move. Great to see. The other thing continuing to move here, 151 UPCs. Wow, what an interesting conversation these are right now. Up 63% over the past 90 days. And if you do the 1 month chart here, you'll see the price jumps from around 950 to 980. And that's telling us there are a lot of recent sales pushing higher. And you can see here, March 11th, 27 of these UPCs sold. So yesterday, today, 0 apparently have sold. But if we come in here and look, you can see most recent sales are over $1,000 for the 151 UPC. So definitely a little bit of a buyout happening on TCG Player. We're seeing the same thing on eBay as well. And I did check Celebrations too, because I was curious. I didn't bring it up, but Celebrations UPCs are in like the 970, 980 range. So based on the most recent of sales, the 151 UPC is actually more expensive than the Celebrations one. And you know, specialty set UPC is definitely a lot better than something like the Terapagos UPC, the Greninja EX one, even the new Mega Charizard UPC. These are UPCs that I don't think would ever hit this level, but the fact that you can buy the Mega Charizard UPC for $150, $160, maybe it's 180 now, whatever, right? Still relatively cheap. Those are products that I think we could expect to double to the 360 range. You have a decent promo in here. Obviously, nothing on the level of the 151 UPC. Those Mew and Mewtwo cards, really top tier in my opinion. The celebrations one, you have what? The Pikachu and the Charizard. So those are very expensive as well in a PSA 10. Just top tier products continuing to run. I don't know how much of this though is going to stick. I mean, again, it is kind of a TCG player buyout, but I highly doubt we see these hit $600. And they were a month ago around $600. So I don't think we're ever going to see that level again. That's just my gut instinct based on where the market is continuing to move, right? And things are constantly changing. So I know people like to quote some of my videos, right, that are 3 months old, 6 months old, a year old, and things just change so rapidly in this hobby. You have to keep up. You have to be willing to be malleable in your opinions and beliefs and your investing strategy because things continue to change in the One Piece and Pokemon spaces. So before we get on to Prismatic Evolutions, which will be our next talking point, if you guys enjoy this content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to new people. Also, a bunch of useful links in the description as always. If you want to work with me this year, we have the Pokemon market spreadsheet up top. If you guys like looking at eBay sales data, we also have the mentorship program. If you want to work with me and my network this year, consultation calls for one-on-one work. Also, 60-minute, you get lifetime access to the spreadsheet anyways. So basically pays for itself. And affiliate links. If you guys are shopping eBay TCG Player Hobbiesville, free and easy to use. I get a small kickback. It supports the channel. Thank you guys so much for the support on the videos. Getting back in to Prismatic Evolutions, $195 a box, 195, 196 in this range. I thought these were going to $40, guys. I thought we were going to have all this time to pick up all these boxes. Doesn't really seem like that's the case. Now, I do think the growth of Prismatic is going to start to slow down a little bit. You can see here over the past 3 months, up 68%. This is not sustainable. We're probably not going to see these jump to 400 by the end of the year. That would be ridiculous, but amazing growth. Like these were, $80 in November. You could get them basically anywhere on Facebook because Costco's were getting restocks 80, 90 bucks in that range. You basically doubled your money in 140, 150 days, something like that. So it was a great buy. And it's the same thing with the SPCs. These are now up to $350. I was showing you guys, I was buying these on Shopify in Canada, basically $200 shipped to my door, all in after taxes and shipping and everything. So there were deals out there. And if you guys were buying over the past couple months, you've done very well. And a lot of people weren't buying because they were either in One Piece, maybe they were looking at Dragon Ball, Union Arena. I'm sure people have done very well in whatever they've done, but the people who did not spend any money, who thought that that correction we saw end of 2025, it was going to continue, everything was going to continue dropping in price, those people have lost out, and they've been continuing to lose out for a very long period of time now. Maybe there will be a point in the future things do ultimately crash, people will be able to get cheaper product, but that just hasn't been the case for a very long period of time now. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched Rudy's video today talking about how he's viewing the Pokemon market, how he says that a lot of this at this point is probably just intentional from Pokemon. If this continues, we might not see cheaper prices for a lot longer period of time than most people expected. So just something to think about. One more set I wanted to point out before we get to Ascended Heroes, which, spoiler, is what I'm buying more of. Phantasmal Flames up to $340 a booster box on TCG Player. And recent sales were actually almost at $350, right? So a brand new set, $350. You have 2 Charizard cards in there that are amazing. Obviously, the SIR, in my opinion, is much better than the gold card, but gold card's still very expensive, very low gem rate. Those cards are propping up the set like crazy. And I just think it's very interesting how many of these boxes are actually moving considering the price of Phantasmal Flames. And that's basically the extent of my analysis right now, guys. Like a lot of the market, I don't really know what to say anymore. It's very puzzling. It's very different. Obviously, we just have to adapt to the times. a lot of this newer stuff is continuing to move. And that's why I think it's great people are having the conversation now about newer products potentially being better investments than older ones. Not across the board, right? Obviously, there are going to be exceptions to the old rule. And that's kind of why I think when you look at something like Ascended right now, $100 an ETB, $110 potentially now, it seems like a pretty good buy, which is crazy to say. And, I'm sure if I keep harping on about Ascended over the next few months, it's probably going to look bad because there will probably be restocks of Ascended. I don't see why Pokemon wouldn't want to do the prismatic effect on this box, run it through the Sam's Clubs, the Costco's, just flood the market with ETBs, basically, booster bundles, whatever. I think that's coming for Ascended. But at the same time, the sealed ETB cases are starting to run up. So there's not even a photo on TCG Player, but these are up to $1,275. The most recent sales from today, $1,398 approximately, almost $1,400 for a case of ETBs. Before that, 10 loose ETBs, which sold for $1,300. I don't know why someone bought that. You could just buy the loose ETBs for what? 113, saved yourself $150, but whatever. Before that, couple more cases, basically $1,400, $1,375, $1,350, $1,250, So if you can get a sealed ETB case and it's still $1,150, that's basically what I paid for mine today from Hasty Cards in Canada. It was their last case on the market. I think it's a pretty good buy, guys. I'll be honest. I'm happy that I'm already up to 4 cases. And if Ascended Heroes is one of those sets where later on in 2027, 2028, it's getting the Crown Zenith treatment. There's a ton of these on the market. I'll buy more. I really like the set. I think it's top tier. The God Pack, Wenzel TCG, they've run a couple vaults now. The amount of people tuning in to watch these, and I understand the vaults got very large. I don't even know if it was cracked last night. I didn't get to watch the entire stream, but the point is that a lot of people want to chase these top hits. They believe in the set long term. And the really interesting thing too, if you look at the card list right now and you look at how these cards are doing, a lot of them are starting to move back up. So the Gengar SIR over the past month up 20%, now back over $1,000 USD. Recent sale right there. Before that, $1,050. Before that, a little bit low. So I would say it's consistently $1,000 card right now. The Dragonite's moved up 12, 13%. Sitting around $600. Now, is this going to hold? Probably not. Let's be honest. It's probably not going to be a $600 card a year from now, even if it's still a $200 card, $250, even at $150. That's a really solid chase. The Pikachu EX, this is running back up as well from $475 to $515. The most recent sale, $600. Before that, $550, $460. $600 again, $500, pretty consistently $500, maybe even pushing towards $550. Now, the gold cards, these are coming down. So the Charizard Y, unsurprisingly, under $500. The Dragonite's almost at $300. To me, I say this is unsurprising because I'm not a huge fan of these gold cards. I think most of them are very bad. I'm not a fan at all. I think the artworks in general for the SARs are top tier. So this is what I would be chasing if I wanted to open the set. The Pikachu EX, the other Pikachu, I think that's fine. Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I'm not as large of a fan of that artwork, but some people like it. I really like the Feraligatr. The Lily's Clefairy is better than the one Enduring Together, in my opinion. So you have all these amazing artworks. It makes sense why these ETBs, these cards, everything's already rebounding. And the set's only been out, what, a month? So it's just something to think about. And I know there's going to be people on the internet that are going to clip a sentence or 2 sentences from this and use it in their videos to make me look bad. I know there's going to be some people that only watch part of the video and then they don't really get the full context of what I'm saying, because I'm not telling you to just buy every Ascended Heroes box you can find and expect them to not go down in price. I do think that Ascended Heroes will probably be cheaper at some point over the next 2 to 2.5 years. But start a position now, be ready to dollar cost average, and be ready to build a large position. That's how I'm at least approaching it. Because for me, I love the set. I think it's great. S tier, I don't really think it's that contentious to say that. Maybe high A tier for some people, whatever. Either way, it's something that most people want, most people agree is good, and that's really all you need when it comes to investing into Pokemon. So that's really all I wanted to get to in this video. You guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.